Alright, we are back for a final game. So, since I lost round 2, it's a single elimination draft, and I've been, I'm kicked from the draft basically. There's no round 3 for me. Because some people ask me about that, but yeah, if you lose, there's no more round. It's not a Swiss draft, so this is why we are playing Standard right now, as an anti-spoil video. This is the deck I will be playing. It's good old Black-Green Energy. It's been a while since I haven't played this deck. By a while, I mean maybe 2 weeks. But in 2 weeks, the online metagame can shift quite a bit. So we'll see. But it's pretty straightforward. The energy creature, the constrictor, Nisa. I have quite a bit of Bristling Hydras. I do like that card quite a bit right now. And a decent amount of sideboard against zombies. The expertise, Sky Sovereign, and whatnot. Alright, this looks like a keep. Could use some removal, but I think 2 land and Cub into Constrictor is probably just a keep. Looks like we are playing against some red-green deck. We probably go for a tune turn 1. Just because we can play the Cub with protection against Kozilek's return, Magma Spray and whatnot. Looks like a Ram deck with the Ashep Hazes. They might just have a Braid, in which case it's not gonna matter really whether we attune turn 1 or not, but most likely our play turn 3 is gonna be Constrictor plus tap land, so it doesn't really matter that we have a tap land on turn 3. Okay, looks like the Ram deck. The good news is that our Cub is going to be out of reach of their Sweeper, because it's going to be 6/6 after this turn. So we might just be in decent shape. We need to draw lands though, because we have a bunch of useless removal right now. But building huge Cub is a good way to potentially beat the red Ram deck, because if the creature gets big enough, they cannot really deal with it. So yeah, if we do some more land and can apply a little bit more pressure, this might end up being good. That's a card we did not want to see. So now we have really not enough pressure, I think. It's gonna be complicated. I think if they had a removal, they would have used it on Constrictor earlier, so I'm just gonna boost now before damage. Seems likely that they don't have it. And now the Cub is lethal next turn, and again, as I said, their deck is not so well prepared to deal with super large creatures, so we might just get to kill them with Cub, which is technically a 10/10, and they are not so close to casting Yulamog. Here I guess I can have World Breaker. Beneath the Sand, not good. Not sure they can do... I guess I can find a Chum Blocker here, maybe. But a 3 mana Chum Blocker we should be able to clear with Grasp of Darkness, so I think they'll just die to the Cub. Yeah. This matchup looks kind of bad, but sometimes they just die because you build a gigantic creature they cannot deal with at all. And post-board you get a lot of nice options, which are quite helpful. A lot of discard is real nice. Okay. So you want to keep a little bit of removal because they might bring in Thought-Knot Seers and whatnot. You can cut all the push though, I believe. You want... actually, this Possesses sucks. That's not what I want. I want my... there should be one... Oh no, I don't... I guess I don't have... how it's called? I don't have... what's the name of that freaking card? Doomfall in the sideboard anymore. Never to Return is fine as it can kill bigger stuff. And Planeswalker, if they have some Chandras, it's probably better than Grasp, if anything. So we can definitely bring 2 of these over Grasp. Sky Sovereign is a flying threat, and it plays kind of well around their sweeper, but I think Gearhulk is just better. You don't want to stack too many 5, and since they have a Braid, it's not like they cannot deal with that. I don't think they are playing many artifacts, so we don't want Deliverance. The Etherborn are not for this matchup. Gonti, I don't think it's going to be better than something else here. And I don't think Gonti does a lot for you. Yeah, I think we just do that. Keep a little bit of Reinvolve, because anyway we have a lot of Reinvolve and they might bring in some Sultanate Seers and whatnot. And just go with that. Transgress the Mind should help. Like, it's a Ram deck. Sometimes they just don't have a lot of action in the late game. They don't have a lot of card draw. So if you can just pick one of their action card, they might end up in a lot of trouble. Well, I thought this matchup would be incredibly hard, because mid-range typically gets wrecked by ramp. But so far I think I'm something like 4-1 against a red-green Ram deck. I've probably been lucky. But here, if you look at it, we just drew quite a bunch of Reinvolve that were pretty bad, and we still won. I guess they did not have a cheap Reinvolve, which if they do, makes things a lot more difficult for us. Oh boy, that hand is atrocious. However, mulliganing I think is a lot worse for them than it is for us, so it's not the worst. This hand is fine. Could use some more lands. They put a top. They put a card on top, we'll put that on bottom. Don't really want another Rampager. Azure Hub was pretty good top deck, for sure. Okay, well, we'll get to curve out in Hydra. The thing is, we don't have any disruption, and I don't think we have enough pressure to just kill them with Hydra before they cast an Eldrazi. So, and I feel like they do have the Reinvolve here for the Constrictor too. Yeah. Next turn we can just play a Rampager, just, you know, cast it 3 times in a row. It's not insanely powerful though. And now we need to actually stop drawing land because we are kind of flooding. It's not a big deal right now, but if we draw 2 or 3 more land, I think we'll be in trouble. If we could just draw one Transgress the Mind, that'd be good. Here if they have Thought Nuts here is pretty annoying too, because they can just snipe our Never to Return, and it just kind of blocks everything we have. I guess we were gonna top deck that anyway. Now, do we play Bristling Hydra and potentially get wrecked by Hour of Devastation? I think we do. It kind of feels bad, but they mulligan on the play, they might just not have it, and an Elephant on its own is just not going to be applying enough pressure. And I think if we just stand there and let them hit their land drop, we'll eventually lose. And looks like they just have the Reinvolve for Hydra here, which means they probably don't have Hour, so we just trade 1 for 1 and get 3 energy. So that's fine, I guess. Not the worst. Wreckage, if they get enough time, could become a problem. This looks like Hour of Promise. Probably gonna be good enough for them to win. They have 2 cards left in hand. Even if these cards are land, they can just drop it and then Wreckage. We don't have any pressure here. Yeah, it's looking green, folks. They have 9 mana, and they are at 17, and they have more creature on board than we do. They will probably double block here, and we can get it to 2 for 1, but it's not really a 2 for 1. And it looks like they don't even care about blocking. Yeah, that cannot be good news. Yeah, I think I think I got pretty lucky, and this is still probably not supposed to be a good matchup, but I don't know. Our draw was... It was not even that bad, I guess. We both mulliganed, but when they have 2 Abrade early on, it's really difficult, I guess. I think just gonna grasp one of these guys. That's pretty strong. Okay. I don't know if they have 2 lands in hand somehow. We might just get there. Looks like they don't have an Eldrazi yet. I think we go for a 2-2 split, which is slightly worse if they have a Braid because they can kill Gearhulk, but it is a lot better. And we should definitely play our land, so I guess I'm gonna play it. Because if we draw, if they have a World Breaker, if they top deck World Breaker, we draw a land, we wanna be able to never return. So if we draw another land, we wanna do that. I'm gonna go for a 2-2 split for the simple reason that it plays the best around Hour of Devastation. And they already used to a Braid, so putting a little bit more on the Gearhulk is not that big of a deal. We could also go for 4 on the Rampager, which then becomes a 2-turn clock on its own. But here they still go down to 9, and if they don't have anything and we never return the zombie, they still die. I guess we can go for everything on the Rampager. It's a 2-turn clock, and if they Hour of Devastation, it's just gonna kill them anyway, so we don't really care about saving the Gearhulk. And anyway, if they draw something like Yulamog, they die. Also, I believe World Breaker can kill artifacts. I have something here. I don't know what, but something's happening. Maybe they have 2 instant speed Rainfall. Struggle Survive. Alright, I did not know they were playing that. That's pretty good. Then I guess a 2-2 split would have ended up being better. I did not really expect them to have a way to kill the Rampager. And a Braid too. Okay, they were full of Rainfall. Yeah, I guess with these in hand, there was no way we could win. Whatever split we were making. Probably should have used that upkeep, no? Shouldn't they? Or maybe I'm wrong. Two more Rainbow. Jeez, they drew 3 Abrades this game. Alright. We kinda need them to flood, but with the Wreckage, it's very likely that they will eventually find something. Without the Wreckage, I think we'd be in fine spot, because then it's top deck war, but we have very they have slightly more powerful top deck, but we have a higher threat density in the deck, I think. So it would be fine. With the Wreckage, things becomes... They are willing to trade 2 for 2. That's interesting. Hydra is not bad. It's one of the best threats we could have top decked. Though I guess currently it dies to Hour of Devastation. Struggle Survive is pretty good. Interesting tech against big creature. But it makes sense. I like it. Four mana, what is that? 5. Probably Hour of Devastation. 7. A World Breaker. A Chandra Flamecaller. That's not looking very good, I think. For them. I mean, it's fine, but it's not so strong. She can't really kill our Hydra. And we'll get to kill it with Never to Return. I guess they get to attack us for 6, but it's probably fine, I think. Not gonna trade 3 energy to deal with one of the elemental. Don't think it's something we want to do. We drew Nisa. That's not bad. That's not bad. I guess we'll attack Chandra. They will probably chump block, and then we'll never to return Chandra. I mean, if they ever draw Yulamog or something like that, it's just going to be game over, but I think this has been true for the last 5 turns, so whatever. They will get to survive our never to return away. If they're playing big Chandra, having that is even better. Pretty happy to have 2 of these in the side and not only 1. They're at 12. They just cycle land. I mean, it's just a matter of time before they draw one of their fatty. The thing is, I think this Ram deck is probably playing something like 5-ish fatty. Probably 2 Yulamog, 3 World Breaker. The thing is, now that Never Return is gone, World Breaker is really a problem. But if they draw a couple lands in a row, they will end up dying very quickly. Next turn, we can attack for cut. No thanks. I think they are definitely doing that just because of the. Can they kill us with cut? No, they don't have the black mana yet. They will draw with Wreckage, but then they probably cannot do many other things. Can we kill them next turn somehow? If they have no removal? 3. No, we can put them down to 1. Feels bad, man. Oh, does that kill them somehow? Yeah, I think it killed them. That's insane. Pretty sure this is lethal now, if they don't have the removal. Eight, 9, 12. Let's go. I think we don't play around a 3rd Abrade here. A 4th Abrade, sorry. They already used a lot of removal. We have lethal on board. Probably time to go before they might top deck a Yulamog. Do we somehow win that? Yeah, baby. That was cool. Yeah, somehow this matchup, I don't know if I'm lucky or like when they curve out perfectly, you cannot do anything. If they go turn 3, if they have a turn 2 Abrade, turn 3 ramp spell, turn 4 Hour of Promise, and turn 5 Eldrazi, you're dead. Nothing you can do. There's no draw that's gonna beat that. But this Ram deck it looks a little bit inconsistent. Like when it's doing its thing, it's the best, by far the best deck in the format. But when it doesn't, sometimes it kind of struggle finding threats. I don't know. In any case, we got there. Hope you enjoyed that final round. Thanks for watching the draft, and see you guys soon, either on the stream or on YouTube for some more magic.